Do you want to make boss fights that inspire people? Well, in this video I'm going over 7 boss fight ideas. Let's get started. Before we start, let's go over some things you can add to the boss arena to make it more interesting. First off, we have twisters. Twisters make it really difficult to time a jump on a boss head. If you want to give the player more control over his movement, consider using springs instead of twisters. Because with springs you can control the height you jump. You can also add obstacles. Or use seesaws. Or maybe use even bouncy chain jumps. Now that we have enough ideas for the surroundings, let's jump into the actual boss ideas. If there is one boss I remember from 3D World, it is Hisstocrat. And we can actually recreate the boss in Mario Maker 2's 3D World style. First we use track blocks to move the pokies. The pokies represent the Hisstocrats. For the boss I chose Boom Boom because she teleports just like Hisstocrat, goes underground and reappears at a random location. Our next boss ID is I guess it's a dragon. Anyways, Luigi finds himself on a platform. Above him he sees a timer. Luigi carefully has to dodge the fire that the dragon spits until the timer expires. Once the timer does expire, Luigi is able to leave this boss. So how does this actually work? Well, for the timer we just placed a winged spring on a track with an on-off switch at the end. Once the on-off switch changes state, Luigi can go through the exit door. The fire is of course not really spit by the dragon, but rather by some Bowsers on tracks. When we think about fighting bosses, we usually think about fighting bosses from the outside. But for this ID, we're going to fight the inside. When we start the level, Luigi enters the boss's mouth. Then he goes inside the boss. To defeat the boss, Luigi has to hit enough power blocks to get keys. If Luigi has enough keys, he can finish the level. The thing I do really like about this is that you can be as creative as you want, because the inside of the boss can look like anything. So this level is heavily inspired by Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside story, and if you like being inside bosses, check that game out! Luigi might be freezing in the snow theme, but still he does not want to see this burning enemy, because Luigi now is standing eye in eye with the fire snake. Once Luigi enters the room, the door behind him closes, so there is no more escaping. The fire snake is undefeatable, but there are rumors that once Luigi finds 8 magical coins, the otherwise so locked door will open. Let's hope the rumors were true. And wow, that was really close. If you learned something new, consider leaving a like to support the channel. Underwater levels don't get much love. That's why I decided to make a boss fight in the underwater level theme. But I'm not sure how Luigi feels about this. First, a giant angry Wiggler enters the arena. But as we speak, more and more enemies enter the arena too. After some more time, Wiggler with various speeds on tracks come into the arena. This challenge can become really difficult, so I do suggest placing a checkpoint before this boss fight. Anyways, once Luigi survives for long enough, he gets a key and is able to escape. You can also grant the player a superstar to let them defeat the boss that way, because that is a little more satisfying. If there is one boss fight I would just never forget, then I can't choose because there really is 2. But for this idea we are focusing on the final boss from Super Mario Bros. Wii, and of course the final part. As you can see, a giant Bowser is chasing the player. Let's recreate this. First, we set the outer scroll speed to 2 or 3. Next up, we drag a track along the stage. Place the Bowser on the track and test the level, to make sure it isn't too fast or slow. In your boss fight, you can create rooms with heart or ice blocks in front of it. That way, the player needs to take a risk and let Bowser shoot at him. If you want to make the boss fight even harder, place some Bowsers in clouds above the stage. That way it looks like meteors are raining down. Was this your favorite ID, or did you like the red-eyed dragon more? Let us know by commenting down below. This boss fight was not possible before because we didn't have vertical levels, but now that we do have them, and now that we do have the 3D World style, we can recreate the final boss from Super Mario 3D World and the awesome tower climb. Again, I love this idea because how you make the tower is completely up to you. I would suggest using auto scroll to make the fight fast paced. In my level, once Luigi is at the checkpoint, 2 more Meowsers spawn in the arena to make the second half of the stage even harder. But don't think for a second this idea is restricted to the 3D World style. You can also create a tower climb in the other styles. You can experience with every style to see which one you like most. My name is Inksploded, and if you want to create better courses, subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified when I upload a new video. Keep creating, and I'll see you next time. First, a giant angry Wiggler